Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Lejeune here. Now we back at it with some Suicide Squad. Now today we've gotten teased on new enemy types coming into the game, and also we'll be breaking down the gear and what build potential that could happen from this. So without further ado, let's get into it. So if we go back and look at the behind the scenes gameplay for Suicide Squad that was revealed at the State of Play, you will see on King Shark's gear that there's a perk dealing with Batman and infused enemies, and also we see the distinct difference between a melee weapon and weapons we use to fire at enemies. So this right here basically confirms that we'll be getting Justice League themed enemy types, which is a fun and smart idea, I would say so myself. Now we know so far the people that are under control from Brainiac is Flash, Superman, John Stewart, Batman, possibly Aquaman, and I can't say Wonder Woman because she is not under his control, but she might be in there as well to have an enemy type dealing with her. So it is pretty interesting to see how they're going to be doing this, especially since we're going to be fighting a Superman themed enemy. I don't know how that's going to work. His only weakness is magic and kryptonite. I don't know if we're going to get some kryptonite bullets from Lex, since there is a Lex Luthor weapon type in this game, so we're possibly going to be dealing with them with that. But I have to say that it is pretty smart to have enemy types that are themed after the Justice League. But with that out the way, let's get on to the gear breakdown. With this gear breakdown, we'll be going over the melee and the weapons we use to fire at enemies and tell you the advantages that you get from these. So for melee, we have Shield Harvest, Combo Strike, Suicide Strike, and Suicide Resource Gain. Now, if I have to be real, I think the Suicide Strike is probably the special ability that we do see some of the Suicide Squad members use. For example, with Captain Boomerang, how he throws his boomerang and he teleports and hits all the enemies in that area. I think that is the Suicide Strike. Now, for weapons, it's pretty much simple and easy. If you're used to looter shooters, it's how this works. We got damage per hit, crit damage, capacity, and rate of fire. So those are the distinct differences when it comes to melee and weapons. Now, let's get on to the legendary perks and what comes with that. So some of the perks that we've seen so far, they seem pretty basic to me, but we really don't know what else comes along with this because we only gotten shown what they wanted us to see. They might got something even more crazier that they're just holding back, which is understandable. You know, they don't want to show everything first, which is cool with me. So we do have something for Harley when it comes to her legendary perk on a gear piece for her melee, which seems like it's going to be pretty interesting to fight brutes with. They said every hit is a strong attack, and with strong attacks, they will send brutes flying, and it does not work on tanks or helicopters, which is obvious. But that is nice that just with this one perk alone, you could just deal with brutes very easily. But I don't know, we gotta really see how that's going to really play into effect, especially since this is going to be build heavy. I don't know how useful that's going to be, but at the end of the day, like I stated, it probably just showing us beginner things first, and then once we get the game ourselves, or probably later on when it get closer to the launch, they can show some crazy perks that come along with it. I'm all into that because I love like gear building and all that. That's all me, so I'm pretty excited for that. But that's pretty much it for today's video. Let me know how y'all feel about the Justice League themed enemies, and what about the gear? How y'all feeling about that? Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video as I enjoyed making it. Before we head out, if you're not, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on post notifications so as the video and always be notified when I upload a video, and most importantly, make sure you guys hit that like button. It's Lejeune here, and I'm gone. Peace.